A Catholic university announces a step in faith to ease the economic burden caused by the COVID-19 pandemic on its students and families. Franciscan University of Steubenville plans to cover the remainder of tuition costs after scholarships and grants have been applied for all incoming full-time undergraduate students enrolled in its on-campus programs for the fall 2020 semester. Joining me now on Skype to talk more about the program is Father Dave Pivonka, president of the Franciscan University of Steubenville. Father Dave, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be back with you again.
Oh, Father, I just have to say, what an amazing gift to students and families. It's really remarkable. What message are you hoping to send to them, and why do it now?
Well, I think the message we want to send to them is, A, that we care for them, and we realize that we find ourselves in a time like none other in history before, and we want to be able to do something for them. I've asked my faculty and staff as we were trying to discern how it is the Lord was going to lead us through this. I said, we need to make a step in faith. Whatever this looks like, we need to make a step in faith. And as we began to pray and discern, somebody suggested a model that's looked much like we're doing now, and that is providing this tuition assistance and the take care of their, as well as the graduate students as well, or excuse me, the present students as well. And it just seemed to be a step that the Lord was inviting us to take. This is a big step for us, but it's also a big step for new students to be leaving home for the first time, to be coming to a place that they've never lived before, starting college. There's so much fear and anxiety. We wanted to do something to help aid them in that step. So we're making a step in faith, and we're just really excited that the young people are going to make that same step in faith with us.
Oh, Father, I love that step in faith. Can we talk a little bit more about that, and a little bit more about what you mean by that and the role that faith and prayer did have in that decision? You talked a little bit about that.
Well, it's really important is that one of the things when I was working with our staff is I said, this can't just be about crunching numbers. It has to be, what does God want us to do? And we looked at all different scenarios, and we sensed when this first was suggested, we thought, okay, this is crazy. This couldn't be. And yet we prayed about it, and we just really felt that this was an offer that the Lord was inviting us to make. I took it up with our board of trustees, and they were amazed, and they were so excited. They said, this is a wonderful way we can use some of our investments in our rainy day fund that we have in our endowment to help young people in a time that is just so anxious and frightening and nervous. This sounds like a wonderful step of faith for us as a university to make. Ultimately, at Franciscan University, we're going to discern what God wants us to do. It's not about what numbers necessarily say or what this group or that group says. We want to just be faithful, what it is that God asks us to do, and to be able to make a step in faith and do that. So we're really, I'm a little nervous, Peter walking on water, I'm a little nervous, but I just really, really am convinced this is what God wants us to do.
Father, can you talk quickly about exactly how all of this will work? Because obviously it's a financial obligation on your part.
It is. And that's one of the things that is part of the faith that the Lord is inviting us to. As you mentioned, all the incoming students, new students, are going to get tuition free after their scholarships and grants. And then we have other programs for our returning students, but also some things for our graduate that allows them to go to graduate school for a semester and then also helps them come back for graduation. And what we're praying for is that people are excited about what we're doing and they want to support it. The reality is some families can afford to come back. It's not going to be a problem for them. So we have created a fund called the Step in Faith Fund, that if people are interested and excited about helping us out with what we're doing and being a part of God's movement and God's grace, we're just inviting people to help us out. So we're really excited about what that's going to look like. If I could say just really quickly.
Thank you so much for what you're doing. Sure.
Great. Yeah, well, really quick, it's really precious. Yesterday, I got a letter from an 11-year-old boy, Jacob. And Jacob says, "Dear Father Dave, my mom and dad are teaching me to be nice, and they're teaching me to do nice things with my money. So here's $10, and you can do whatever you want with this." Well, that's going to be the first $10 in our Step in Faith Fund, and we're just quite certain that God is going to multiply that. But it was just a beautiful story of a little guy trying to be nice.
Oh, I love that, Father Dave. You're making me cry. That's a wonderful story. Well, thank you so much, and God bless you for what you're doing.
Thanks so much, Tracy. God bless you.
Father Dave. God bless you, Father. Father Dave Pivonka, president of the Franciscan University of Steubenville.